what's the balance is back on that video today. As you can see, I am wide awake, which is a good thing. I did not get to sleep last night. I had the best sleep ever, actually. But I'm here to discuss and talk, the whole speculation with WWE and AEW. I wish WWE and Impact Wrestling apparently working together. WWE and AEW mentioned working together in wrestling. Never said never in wrestling. Finally, it's got, but never said never. Anyways, moving on. WWE and Impact Wrestling apparently working together last night. For the Royal Rumble, it was announced that many people were getting involved for the women. Michelle McCool, Kelly, Summer Rae, Lita, the Balor twins. I know people are salty about the Balor twins. I'm not really salty. I'm more like, why? But then I understand why they're coming back. Publicity and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, whatever. That's cool. That's great. Whatever. The big one is Mickie James. She is the current Knockout Women's Champion. And she's going to be defending her title tonight, Hard to Kill, against Deonna Purrazzo, which, by the way, we'll be watching Hard to Kill. Pretty excited for that. And, I myself and people are speculating this is the Forbidden Door being opened even more. The Forbidden Door was obviously started. The freaking thing was by Tony Khan, all that stuff. Tony Khan, the names, dropping all kind of Forbidden Door. And I can't talk to him. I'm freaking tired. Forbidden Door. That whole thing. Tony Khan, you want another shtick. And, wow. Just wow. This is actually happening. This is actually a thing that it's possible that WWE and Impact Wrestling could be having a partnership together. And my thoughts on it are like, could be good. Could be good. There's some ups and there's some downs for it. Ups, gives Impact Wrestling more publicity. Gives them more, name structure. Gives WWE, they don't need that. WWE doesn't need that much publicity now. If you don't watch WWE, that's totally fine. I kind of understand why people aren't watching nowadays. The releases, people leaving left and right. The storylines are all mixed up. And some people, don't care for the champions and the wrestlers they have. I totally understand everyone's great towards WWE nowadays. But for me, and my whole thought process on the Forbidden Door thing, Scott Moore put out a freaking thing that WWE wanted it, Mickie James wanted it, Impact Wrestling wanted it. I'm like, when I read that, I was like, huh, that's cool. There are lots of cons too. I can't think of it from the top of my head, but there are some cons coming with this. If this actually happens, if this is a Forbidden Door situation, I'm doing it in quotes because I don't know if this is gonna be a thing. It could be a one-off. Remember, this could be a one-off. Mickie James, she's not currently signed to Impact Wrestling. I think she is. I don't freaking know because I don't watch Impact that much. Not that much. I used to watch them way back in the day very religiously, but I kind of fell off with them and their structure and all that kind of stuff, just the way they were doing things. I kind of came back in 2017. Then I left when the Hardy Boys left, and then I started to, kind of just flaunt around with Impact Wrestling, and then I kind of came back a little bit in 2018 or 2020. That's a little bit in 2018. I started come back a little bit, but I officially kind of came back in 2020, and then 2021 happened, and kind of so forth. But I'm just very interested to see what they're gonna do. The cons, there are some cons, of course. What's gonna happen? Is this a real thing? Is this going to be good for both companies? I think it is. If this is an actual thing, this is big. If this is really cool, let's put for example, with Mickie James, this is just a one-off. That's still great. Even if it's just a one-off. You name drop them. Both companies name dropped each other on Twitter. They're atting each other. It's pretty cool. Even by that, I was just like, wow. And then, WWE does have a good relationship with Impact Wrestling. Sure, they had a little bit of a war, way back then, they were, TNA kind of taking shots, all that kind of stuff, all that kind of fun stuff, I love when people take shots, as long as you don't take it too personally, you know what I mean? I'm just very, very interested in seeing what's going to go down. The Royal Rumble itself is already here. We got Seth Rollins against Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship because, of course, Roman Reigns is out with, and he's back now, thank goodness. God bless that man. He's doing good. And he's going to be facing he's going to face himself. He's going to be facing Seth Rollins at the Royal Rumble. That's pretty big. Brock Lesnar's going to be facing Bobby Lashley. The Royal Rumble itself, both men and women, I really hope. My gripe last night, I kind of got upset with this. And then I realized, shout out to me and my friends, I just realized this. Help me realize this. I was a little bit upset. I'm sure most people were WWE spoiling the whole concept of the Royal Rumble, why are you spoiling things? Why are you putting these people out there? Why are you doing this? It's all about the element of surprise. I get that situation, but for me and my friends, everybody understand this. So shout out to my friends once again, by the way. They told me that basically, there might be more surprises. There might be more people left out there. We don't know. There's other few spots they have left are probably filled by big surprises. And the thing is, I hope WWE doesn't do this for the men's Rumble. Do not spoil the men's Rumble. Don't throw it out there these people are going to be in there. I hope the element of surprise is kept for both. Even though the Women's Rumble was kind of spoiled, I think we're gonna get some big surprises this year for the Royal Rumble. I really do. I think this is gonna be big. Like what? Let's just imagine a parallel universe. Like if this Impact Wrestling and WWE thing is a thing. First of all, I don't think it's gonna happen right away. This is probably just to test the waters. If this is an actual thing, test the waters to see how it's gonna do. If it does great, you could go forward with it. And I think if it does, they do go forward with it. It'll be like, they'll use them only on like big pay-per-views. Maybe WWE will let Impact Wrestling borrow some of their wrestlers and vice versa, like in return, all that kind of stuff. Imagine Roman Reigns in the Impact Zone. That'd be that'd be weird. That'd be weird. Like imagine them in NXT, all that kind of stuff. AJ Styles back in Impact Wrestling, all that kind of stuff. My friend threw it out. AJ Styles, this whole thing is a thing. AJ Styles could be inducted into the Impact Hall of Fame. This is pretty cool if this is actually a Forbidden Door situation. I am very excited for the future of wrestling, and I'm very excited to see what is to come of this whole thing. The Royal Rumble is stacked to the gills with everything. 2 big title matches. The Royal Rumble matches are going to be insane. Becky Lynch is going to be defending her title against either Liv Morgan or Bianca Belair. I pretty much see a triple threat coming down the road of WrestleMania. Probably. That's just me. They've been doing triple threats on house shows. That's why I've been saying, there's probably triple threat down the road for those 3. But never know. There's something that's happening. The Raw Tag Team title should be on the line. The U.S. title should be on the line. Let's the champions in the match. Hopefully, Shinsuke Nakamura will be defending his championship because he hasn't been defending it at all. And it's not his fault, but he's a bad champion. I blame creative. Anyways, this whole thing is insane, and I am very much looking forward to what the future holds for professional wrestling. Because you never know, Impact has some good ties with other companies. MLW, I think New Japan Pro Wrestling. Who else? NWA, I think as well. This is pretty cool. If this whole thing is the actual thing, if it's a one-off, it's a one-off. I'm not saying like this is going to be like an official thing. I'm saying like if it is a Forbidden Door or like 2 companies working together. My friend, shout out to my buddy Christian Miracle. He said that that basically this is the multiverse. Everybody's seen Spider-Man Far From Home or No Way Home. My bad. Far From Home is still a good movie. No Way Home actually. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but there's something that Doctor Strange says at the end of the film that rings true. I'm not gonna say it here because I don't want to spoil anything, but just go watch Spider-Man No Way Home, by the way. But there's something at the end of the film that he said, and it rang true with this thing right here. And in the trailer, he says they're starting to come through, and I can't stop them. The multiverse of wrestling is breaking open. It's breaking open. It's big. Like I know I'm probably gonna buy his hopes about that kind of stuff. And if this thing doesn't happen, then that's why I said before. I realize this could be a situation where it's gonna be like a one and done. We don't know what's gonna happen, but overall, I'm pretty excited to see what happens with this. The Royal Rumble is stat. The winners, we don't know who's going to win the Rumble this year. Either one. I don't know who's going to... Well, the women's is kind of easy to predict. Kind of. The men's is what I'm very interested in. I'm very interested to see winning the men's Rumble. But overall, my thoughts on this whole thing. Welcome back, Mickie James. This is great. Even if it's a one-off, that's awesome. Who knows what could happen with this whole thing. Welcome back to the Bellas. Summer Rae, Kelly, Lita, Michelle McCool, all of them. This is great. This is huge. I am very excited to see what happens with wrestling this year. 2022 is just picking up, ladies and gentlemen. In 3 weeks, the road to WrestleMania begins. 3 weeks. 3. John Cena signed up. 3 weeks. The road to WrestleMania picks up. I'm very interested to see what happens. Share down in the comments below what you guys think of this whole thing. And that's my quick thoughts on everything. I'm excited. I'll see y'all on the next one. Have a great day. Rest up. And I gotta go get my hair all, pretty all kind of stuff. Get all freaking fly. Anyways, enough messing my hair. I'll see you all on the next one. This is awesome. The multiverse is breaking open. Or is it? Hopefully. Let's see what happens.